No, I went to a secondhand shop because I was looking for Switch games. Because occasionally it happens that like they have like a Switch game. I've only bought one once, and that was Breath of the Wild. That was a good deal, okay? And every so often I'll see like a game, but it'll be like bad quality on the cover, and I'll be like, I don't know about this, or like some weird Switch game that I don't really feel like buying. And then I have to stand there and question it, like, would it be worth it though? Would it be worth it? But there's like a whole CD aisle. It's not a big one. There was a small one. And I saw like a bunch of Zoomers just like going through the physical CDs. And then I noticed like they are dressed like differently. I think they were trying to do like a 90s aesthetic like clothing thing. Because one of them had like tribal tattoos on his jeans. Which is like, I don't know, that is very 90s. It's not something you typically see today, right? They were like trying to go for something more baggy and, you know, how teens dressed back in the day. And they were talking about like having a physical CD collection. It's kind of fascinating to me. It sounds like an RPG encounter you avoided. Potentially, maybe. Persona encounter. I don't know enough about Persona to say. Specifically Earthbound inspired RPG. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you mean now. Man, I'm afraid of playing Earthbound because what if I become like a game developer, you know? My biggest fear is playing Earthbound and being like, it's time to make a fucking indie game. See you everyone in 10 years and a failed Kickstarter, you know? I'll see you then. What if Paper Mario was called Concrete Mario? Instead of being made of paper, would it be made of concrete? That would be pretty cool. Would it? Why don't you just spit Shigeru Miyamoto in his face and tell him, I don't know, how to do his job? Why don't you just ruin every creative vision from every artist in the highest, I don't know, visionary of Japan, okay? Mr. Miyamoto? What if every idea you had was terrible and I hate you? Why don't you just go on and say that? Oh, Shigeru spit on my face. Okay, well, hold on. Mario game is run out of Mario. The Mario gamer has forgotten about Mario. The Who gamer? The Who gamer is a good bit. The Who gamer, but he's always just confused about Mario. Who is this guy? Sega does what Nintendo don't. See, I never saw those ads as a kid, but I would imagine if I had seen those ads, I would have been so annoyed. Not only because I was like a Nintendo kid, but it would have been like, fuck these smug assholes. What the fuck does Sega consoles have that's like genuinely a good game? Not even Sonic is like a genuinely... Now I'm back at it. I was triggered by fucking Sega. What the fuck is good about the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive? Sonic 2 is good. Sonic 1 sucks. Notice how there isn't a Paper Sonic. I've been saying this. People have not been saying this. I've been screaming it in their faces and they won't listen to me. Yahoo! Yeah, that's what I thought. Why would you throw a fucking rock at Mario? Are you insane? Why would you do that? This is like evil and fucked up. Arguably more evil than Bowser. Just throw a rock at Mario's head. If it works, it works. Yeah, okay. I guess so, you have a point. He must so full of concussions. Go back to work, Mario. Oh no. He doesn't even have an Italian accent, originates all from the concussions. He actually talked completely normally before. I don't know what happened. Mamma mia. Wait, it can? Oh, it can. Okay, thank you, Mario. What the fuck? You're cute. Whack-hoo, I'm Wacka. Just another picture-perfect day at the Mount Rugged. Whoa! The sunshine, the fresh air, so refreshing. Wacka-doo. Okay, sorry, whack out, don't hit me. Sorry. Wacka's bump. I feel bad. I feel bad. You can't carry more items? Should hit him with a hammer. Well, okay. I guess I did. What if I just do this? Yeah, fuck you, rock. Kill the rock with the lightning bolt. I'm reading an evil aura from this rock. Women, when they go to the New Age shop. I'm putting all my... shit. This could be a new bit. Guy who goes to the New Age shop and puts negative energy into every rock. There he is, get him! Arrest that man, officer. He put negative energy into my crystals. And I got away with it. 2. Going to jail for putting negative energy into crystals. He's reversing the chakras. I'm kind of fascinated by... I've been fascinated by this as an idea for a while of like, what if you just had like the Pepsi VTuber, and they are not sponsored by Pepsi, but they keep calling themselves like the Pepsi VTuber, and they try to make it look as official as possible, where people are genuinely convinced like, oh, Pepsi are doing like a VTuber thing. This is interesting. You just fully brand yourself as a Pepsi VTuber, and then one day, you have like a huge fucking freak out for no reason, or you're caught like switching to your webcam and you're sipping Coca-Cola or something, and then you never stream again. Wouldn't that be cool? Does anyone care for this? I think it's a cool idea. One day you just get a cease and desist. I think that is very possible also. I think at some point. But how could they know, you know, if I never reveal myself? Also, they would probably just call Twitch and be like, hey, we're not associated with this, can you shut this down? And you would get permanently banned, probably. Do you know Kirby is named after Jack Kirby because Sakurai was such a Marvel fan? That's not true. I don't think that's true, is it? It was named after, like, a lawyer for Nintendo who won, like, the King Kong lawsuit for them. And they were just like, you helped us, so thank you. Mario's actually named after Super Mario. Wait, the Super Mario? But he's only a myth, a legend. No, Shigeru Miyamoto met Super Mario in real life. And he was so impressed that he made a whole gaming franchise based on him. Oh, I didn't know. Super Mario's named after Baby Mario. I don't know, that's fucked up. You name a baby after an adult. You can't name an adult after a baby. No, I would be so fucking upset. I mean, I wouldn't be upset because I was a baby. But imagine if some guy just named himself after me. Like, I meet like a 60-year-old guy, and he's like, yeah, my name is also Matthias. I actually met you as a baby, and I was so impressed that I named myself after you. What the fuck? You can't do that.